Well, now, New Brunswick was sure a lot of fun. Had a wonderful time with Brian, photographing the boats and many things. Now we're on the road. We're going to get on the ferry to Newfoundland. Pouring rain, huge rainstorm. 3 o'clock boarding for the ferry. My goodness, I was half asleep. Here I am on the deck of the ferry getting some shots. We're landing now. There's where we're going to come in. Beautiful village there. Lots of fog. Look at those boats. My goodness, what a place to be. Little sheds. Here I'm driving off the boat now. I was the last vehicle off the ferry because the guy in front of me was real late getting to his truck. Now this is when I miss Bella again, because the first thing we would do is pull off here and take her for a little walk and then head to Wreck House for a bigger walk. But we'll make the most of it. I'm headed to Wreck House. I hear the winds are 12 kilometers an hour, which you can get 200-mile-an-hour winds there. I mean, it's crazy sometimes, but here the fog is just sitting in. No wind at all. It's really peaceful. This is Wreck House. This is the first place I ever saw when I came to Newfoundland back in 1973. Some Table Mountains here with some mist over them. Gonna see what I can manage here. Don't need a tripod for this. There's what I got on the back of the camera. 100th of a second f8, ISO 250. It's like almost coming off the end, but I think we're gonna be fine. I've got a lot of photographs from Wreck House. I took my first ones there in 1973. If you watch some of our other Newfoundland videos, you'll see some amazing shots here. Now we're headed into Stephenville. We're getting a little bit nicer weather, a little more sunshine, although I'm really here for the fog, mist, and everything like that. So nice and cool. In Stephenville, we got some 29 and 30 degree temperatures. Here I'm on the beach. I'm taking some different shots with a circular polarizing filter, trying to see what I can pull in, because the circular polarizer cuts through the mist a little bit and helps me get a better shot. It also increases the detail. You can see me changing the filter here. Rotating the polarizing filter accentuates the clouds and water and things like that. Wow, look at this through the mist. Rock faces on the way to Cape St. George. I had to stop and get these shots. I think they're fantastic. Back on the road again. Notice, no fog. We're driving in and out of the fog. Incredible. What a change. Here I'm stopping to take a picture on the beach of some fishing sheds and whatnot. Boats, fishing sheds. Cape St. George is a big quarry town. They're doing a lot of quarrying for rocks there. More mist and fog again here. Look at that. You just drive in and out of the fog when you're on the coastal roads. Such fun. See, clearing right off again. Pulling in here, I'd never seen this place before. It's the first time I've ever seen this, the Hidden Falls. And I got some great shots here, right now, and then in another day when it was in the fog and mist. I'm just standing up on a picnic table to get these shots, using longer lenses. Here I'm using live ND to soften the water. I really like it. A little wider shot like this really helps. Well, I shot some video here already. Now I'm going to use some different lenses and get different shots. I'm going to use my 300 millimeter to try and pick a composition out of this. 40 to 150. And unfortunately, my 12 to 40 millimeter lens has decided to quit working. I think the ribbon cable must be bad, and as soon as I put it on the camera, it starts vibrating. I just shot some with the 7 to 14. There's a wide shot. That's with the 7 to 14 millimeter. Now I'm going to use the 300 millimeter. That's pretty extreme. And I'm just going to look around for a composition. Now at Cape St. George, I'm going to do some, I have to use extreme lenses because my 12 to 40 is broken. Another wide shot. I'm really liking this. Tremendous depth of field. Wonderful. The 40 to 150 proved perfect. The 300 was a bit too long. Another wide shot here. Getting some shots of the coastline in the fog. In the morning, what a treat. A savanna sparrow treating us to some song. The lighting was constantly changing in the fog. Well, I did the best I could do. Back again. Little better light this time. Haha, cutie. The robin, also very pretty, through the mist. Back to the falls, in the mist this time, and I think these are the best shots that I got of the hidden falls. Little side trip here. Coming into Seal Cove, here I waited for the flag and the wake to just draw attention to the shed. The sun's going down. I'm very excited what I want to do here tonight. I'm going to watch the sunset, and then I'm going back to a location that I scouted earlier. You'll see. Getting dark, fishing shed in the foreground. Now, here I'm back where I want to get my photograph. This is about the angle I want to use. There's my image, pretty much the way I want to frame it up. Well, we've got the blue hour now. There's my camera. Boy, oh boy. And if the shot's any good, you're going to see it pretty soon. You'll see it right here. Wow, I'm loving this. It's the blue hour and I got my shot. What a wonderful night. The blue hour is upon us. Bugs are everywhere. I got to get moving. The bugs are killing me. On the way back, a few quick shots. But this is what I was looking for, and I got it. It's a beautiful village for sure, and now it's time to sleep. In the morning, wow, beautiful again. Guys were supposed to take me out at 7 in the morning, but they didn't get up. Beautiful village. I love it here. It's totally different than it was yesterday. But there's the sunrise over the boats. Dorset Soapstone Quarry. What a find. I had no clue. I'm absolutely amazed to be looking at this. This is history. This is... wow. This is where they got the soapstone to make their carvings. Chipping it right off of this rock face here. Imagine how long ago that happened. I mean, this is like North American history. Fabulous. I had no idea we were going to find this, but we found it. Look at these carvings. Wow. Imagine a native carver chipping away pieces of this rock to make their lamps, to make pots. There's a whole write-up about it, but if you go inside, I can just imagine native carvers standing here chipping off pieces of stone. This is every bit as remarkable as the carvings for the pyramid, excavating stones. And this is in North America. This is in Newfoundland. I'm delighted to be here. There's some of the places where the stone was chipped off. I don't know how they would even do this, but time and patience and probably hundreds of years. Dorset Eskimo Quarry site. Go on in and have a look around. It's by donation. It's not expensive. You're going to find out a lot of information. You're going to see things I never thought that I would see. Things I hadn't even dreamt of. Finished soapstone pot. Found in 1915. Some knife bits. Fragment of a pot. Look at these, some end blades, arrowheads, hide scraping tools. Fragment of a lamp. These are some tools like choppers and picks that they actually used for excavating the soapstone. I had no idea we were going to find this today. What a wonderful find. Wedges, axes, a hammerstone. Look at that, a hammerstone. Wow. This is some real history here. These are what we used to call the Eskimo oil lamps when we were in school. Look at that. Wow. This is when we noticed we had a heating problem in the van and had to do some work. That's in a previous video. Unfortunately, we got a little bit out of sync on our work here. But look at this river here. When I'm here, I think about salmon fishing, and I think maybe I should buy a fly rod and get out there and fish. But then I remember that I don't exactly like catching fish because there's the killing and cleaning and all of that, the yuck factor. But I'm loving this. I got some great fish today, just bought them from a local fisherman. Great pictures here to be had. I'm having so much fun on this Newfoundland trip. I hope it goes on forever. Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. I hope you like our images. Please come on back again soon.